I'm Kathleen Cohen here at the Criminal Courts building. At this hour, an Occupy Chicago protester who threw a frying pan at a police officer is now before a judge. I'll have more for you coming up. Her legacy lives on here at the Brookfield Zoo in a frog exhibit, her family's way of keeping Stacy's memory alive in the way they know she would have loved. Even though the lawsuit has been filed, fans say that playing with pain is part of the game. It can show you the location of the nearest police station. The building is now being demolished due to its unstable structure. Roy's Home Furnishings may be rebuilt in the future. It all ended for Drew Peterson today. Judge Burmilla denied Peterson's motion for a retrial and then sentenced Peterson to 38 years in prison for killing Kathleen Savio. Lake County and Coast Guard helicopters, rescue squads, and divers are currently searching for the boy. This is Kathleen Cohen, Fox Chicago News. It's National Robotics Week, and the Museum of Science and Industry is celebrating by having 20 different robot exhibits on display. One exhibit even helps people with disabilities. Bieber has also repeatedly been spotted with Victoria's Secret supermodel Barbara Palvin. Students from the University of St. Francis are working with Feed My Starving Children. It's 7:55, Saturday, May 11th. I'm Kathleen Cohen. We begin with breaking news. One of two suspects in connection to a home robbery and shooting in the southwest suburbs is dead. Authorities say Anthony Espinoza was found dead inside his northwest Indiana home around 8 o'clock last night. Officers say he took his own life. Early yesterday morning, Espinoza and another man are suspected of forcing their way inside an Orland Park home, stealing cash and jewelry, and shooting the homeowner before taking off. Even after being shot 3 times, the homeowner chased after the suspects.
He was an angry man that this took place, and he decided to pursue and identify them if he could, and I believe he said he was going to ram their vehicle.
Police say there's no indication the homeowner is involved in any criminal activity. He continues to recover from gunshots, but is expected to be all right. A Chicago police officer hurt in the line of duty will receive a special honor at the White House later this morning. In March of last year, Chicago police officer Del Pearson nearly died when he was shot in the chest while running after a criminal. President Obama will present the Top Cop Award to Pearson and other officers from across the country today in the Rose Garden. Another big story this morning, the Bulls dropped Game 3 of their second-round series against the Miami Heat last night at the United Center, but it wasn't for lack of tenacity. The bad blood continues between these two teams.
Muhammad fouls LeBron James, and then a technical foul on James, and Muhammad, for some reason, shoves James, and we're having it again.
Bulls center Nazi Mohammed was ejected in the second quarter for this shove on LeBron James. It was neck and neck until the last 5 minutes when Miami had the last laugh, pulling away in the fourth with a 104-94 win.
Playoff basketball, we felt like we did a lot of good things, and at the same time we did a lot of bad things that kind of slowed us up to get this win, but it's 2-1 now. We just got to get the next one.
Coming up in Sunrise Sports, you'll hear more Bulls reactions as the two teams get set for Game 4 on Monday. That's our news for now. More updates during the Today Show. Have a great day. A 15-year-old boy went missing after walking in the water of the Indiana State Dunes at 6 o'clock last evening.
The water depths that we're looking at out there go anywhere from as shallow as 4 foot of water to as deep as 11 foot of water. And what's so unusual about that is that the 11 foot of water is direct correlation with the sandbar that Corey was on.
He could swim, but I mean, with the way the conditions were yesterday, I don't think the best swimmer could have dealt with that.
Corey McFry was walking with friends 150 feet from the shore when a 4 to 5 foot wave knocked them down. As the friends turned to go back to the shore, they noticed their friend was missing.
So it appears what happened when he stepped off that sandbar, he did step into water that was way over his head, and with the waves that were crashing in, just wasn't able to get back to the surface.
Lake County and Coast Guard helicopters, rescue squads, and divers are currently searching for the boy. This is Kathleen Cohen, Fox Chicago News. Roy's Home Furnishings in Lincoln Park burst into flames yesterday at 3:30 p.m. Firefighters fought the flames until 8 o'clock last night.
I usually take the red line home, gets off right here at Fullerton and Sheffield. So ended up walking 3.5 miles in my work shoes. It wouldn't have been so bad if I was wearing some nice comfortable shoes, but got some blisters on my feet now because they weren't the most comfortable shoes. So
No one was injured in the fire, but commuters were delayed. The red, brown, and purple CTA trains were shut down and did not resume activity until 9:45 p.m. The building is now being demolished due to its unstable structure. Roy's Home Furnishings may be rebuilt in the future. I'm Kathleen Cohen, Fox News Chicago. It all ended for Drew Peterson today. Judge Burmilla denied Peterson's motion for a retrial and then sentenced Peterson to 38 years in prison for killing Kathleen Savio. Peterson screamed at the top of his lungs in the courtroom today, "I did not kill Kathleen." The outburst caused commotion in the court, and Kathleen Savio's sister shout back, "Yes, you did," and left the courtroom. Another outburst when Peterson said he paid for Kathleen's funeral, and from Savio's brother, "That's a lie."
When he blurted out that he didn't kill Kathleen, it's almost scared me to death, and I wasn't going to take the devil. I wasn't going to let him say that.
In the long rant about his innocence, Peterson also blamed Illinois State's Attorney James Glasgow for an obsessive investigation. In tears himself at times, Peterson said, "You are sentencing me to the Department of Corrections to die," and added, "I loved Kathy. She was a good mom who kept a good home. She did not deserve to die, but she had an accident."
We all got an opportunity to see a psychopath. When he got up on the stand and that shrill, kind of feminine screech that he didn't kill Kathy, that's the guy that killed Kathy. You got a glimpse into his soul.
Savio's family was satisfied tonight. Several gave impact statements in open court. "I hope she is haunting him in his dreams," said her brother Henry.
If he survives, which is a big if, he'll be 96 years old. And according to him, none of the males in his family live over 65. Oh well, too bad, too sad.
We all have some very viable issues. We're putting our big boy pants on. We're going to go at these issues, and we're going to be back here.
The defense says the appeal could take up to 2 more years, but they are hopeful. Kathleen Cohen, NBC5 News. Sunday. Reporting from the Museum of Science and Industry, Kathleen Cohen, NBC5 News.